Thought of the day. Do you believe in conspiracies or are you crazy? Now think about that sentence for a second. Because you gotta think about that and go, wait, I thought people who believe in conspiracies are the crazy ones. No. And I'm gonna explain why. So I'm gonna very, very badly paraphrase George Carlin for a second, because you know one of the best conspiracy theories, one of the one that everybody believes, right? Or at least one of the ones that people who don't believe love to point out as proof as to why conspiracy theorists are crazy, which is there's an elite global conspiracy called the Illuminati that rule the world. And no, there's not. However, again, going back to George Carlin here, and I don't remember what talk show or whatever it was that he said this on, but you don't need a conspiracy or some giant Illuminati-like organization, group of people to believe that powerful people, wealthy people, people who run corporations, politicians, groups like your George Soros types, plus his son that now runs Soros Enterprises, you know, your politicians, your Obamas, your Clintons, your Bushes, whoever it is, right? You don't need a conspiracy to believe that the big wealthy people and the politicians who they pay know what the fuck is good for them. These people who grow up together and hang around each other, whose kids hang out with each other and marry each other. These people who went to the same schools, who own the same businesses, who invest in the same stocks and companies, who go to the same political parties. You don't need a conspiracy to know, they know where they get their money and power from. And they know how to vote. And they know what politicians to pay off to make sure that they stay up here while the rest of us stay the lowly little plebes, the cogs in the wheel that keep the machine running, that do the jobs, that pay the taxes, that make sure that that clear divide of elitism stays in place. You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to fucking see that shit and believe it. And you don't have to believe in the Illuminati, right? You don't have to be Alex Jones to clearly see that shit. And you don't have to be Republican, and you don't have to be Democrat, you don't have to be left, you don't have to be right to look at that shit and say, yeah, this is probably happening. This is probably happening. And look, there are quote-unquote right-wing kooks that believe in conspiracy theories and left-wing kooks that believe in conspiracy theories, right? And the people on the left think all the right-wing conspiracies are fucking nut jobbery. And the people on the right think all the left-wing conspiracy theories are nut jobbery, right? The fact of the matter is, there's probably a good deal of truth in both right-wing and left-wing conspiracy theories. And again, you don't have to be a nut job. You don't have to be an Alex Jones surrogate to look at some of these things that are going on in the world. And I'm not going to get into all the different things, but to look at some of this stuff and say, yes, there's definitely shady shit going on here when you have really, really rich, powerful people and their whole family has been really, really rich and powerful for a really long time, and they're buddy-buddy with all these different politicians on both sides of the aisle. Yes. Is there some Illuminati conspiracy? No. absolutely doing everything they can to stay in power and stay rich and stay where they are and keep all the rest of us right where they want us? Hell yes, they are. So I'll ask the question again. Are you a conspiracy theorist? Or are you crazy? It's a good question.